Oh, we're good. Yep. Today's society, we like to come back home from work and kick your feet up and just relax. Not keeping your mind off of things at work, just think about you. The one thing that's keeping us between home and work is what's in between, and that's traffic. Bottleneck traffic at best. As this traffic leads to maybe a driver that's not smart, construction, anything. It is a problem and it's increasing. Or maybe you're a close friend, maybe you're a parent, and you get that phone call saying that your loved one is gone by someone that's drunk driving. All these things are a problem, all these things happen with humans driving. Now, I believe the solution is self-driving cars. Self-driving cars have many solutions that will not just save people time, but also save people lives in the long term. Now, traffic is one of the biggest concerns that's going on not just in the United States, but around the whole entire country, as there's many possible solutions that have been brought out. As here in Houston, for example, they're expanding the freeway, expanding the 5 lanes. In the short term, this will work. People believe, oh, the solution is here, traffic is not gonna be the same. But long term, the problem is not really answered, as accidents will still happen, which is believable. Everyone makes mistakes. That's believable. But just to stop and go, more people will still come into this world, as 87.9% of Americans have their own vehicle and commute to work. That's many people on the road at one time, as that's many people, that's almost too many people to have on the road at the same time. Now, they have been doing experiments and research on self-driving cars and put them on the roads in this traffic situations, as they would do at a track, as they'll put a bunch of cars, all self-driving cars, and commute, almost like a traffic experiment, pretty much. That traffic experiment came out as the commute the point A to point B, the time has decreased, as you'll be able to get to point A to B faster, and also it's more efficient in fuel, as consumption is 40% less by self-driving cars. So it's actually saving you money. But also, people think the freeways is saving money for everyone else. No, actually it's a financial casualty to the government by building these highways, as storms can happen. Anything can happen that can be setbacks. That's more money they're shelling out to building these freeways. As self-driving cars will actually save them money, as there would be no need to actually widen the freeways, as the technology in the cars will be able to help with the stop and go traffic and make traffic flow a whole lot easier for everyone. Now, accidents. We all know accidents. We've probably been in an accident before. There's no way to stopping them. There's no just one way to be like, eliminate accidents. Accidents will always happen in this world. But accidents at this point with humans driving is a serious problem that actually there is a slight fix to decrease it. As right now, 1.3 million people die by car crashes each year. And you want to put it in real context, an average of 3,287 deaths a day by car crashes alone, which is an astronomical amount. People would never think, as accidents are the 9th leading cause of death in the country of the United States. As the rate that is going right now, it can head up to being the 5th leading reason of death by 2030. As self-driving cars now come into this, as they have made a technology where the cars will know when another car is close. This is when all self-driving cars are under utmost high. As there's a technology where if a car gets close, it will always know where the bumper is. It will always stay in its lane. It won't make any, like a human error of a little skirt and hit them. A technology car will not be drunk and lead to accidents. So you can almost cancel out drunk driving accidents. As a test was showed that Waymo Cars is a company that is making self-driving cars. They did an experiment to see how many miles it would take before it would actually hit another car and cause an accident. The Waymo cars averaged 5,128 miles before it had any accident or any contact with another car when they did the experiment. Our Mercedes-Benz, everyone loves Mercedes, they want to drive them. 1.8 average miles of that car hitting another car and starting an accident. An astronomical difference. As you look at that, I want a Waymo car right now if it keeps me away from getting any accidents. As later on, they have done tests to show out the years if you stay in with humans driving and self-driving cars. As 0.7 million difference in fatalities will be the difference going on to 2070. As people think, oh, 0.7, you would think a much bigger. Technical errors will happen. There'll still be people who won't do self-driving cars. So accidents will still happen in this world. But the fact that 0.7 million difference going down, and if you stay with human driving, that number will go up. So the fact it's going down is the big win, and you never know from 100 to 100 years out how low that number can actually get. Now to review today, self-driving cars, yes, they will have their technical problems in the beginning, but as you get patience to people who build highways and other companies building all these new cars, self-driving cars will just get better. As the technology will improve, as we have all seen, and self-driving cars will be the future as we know it. Self-driving cars will save money for not just you with your fuel, but also save money for the government as they're not shelling out money to widen out the freeway, do all this to compensate with a human driver with their errors as trying to be on a middle ground. And also, this car will be saving people's lives, as the possible chance of that drunk driver being behind the wheel, that chance won't happen with self-driving cars. Yes, you're putting your hands in the computer hands, but I'd rather put my hands, if my loved ones, I'd rather put my hands in a computer hands than a possible chance of a drunk man being behind the wheel. So just think, would you rather, just think if you're there, you're driving, you see a car right across. If that's a drunk person, you never know. It might be one little skirt and your life is over. If it's a self-driving car, you just easily just pass through and you just go on with your lives. Just think about it. Just think about it. Thanks for your time. Yeah, I know. I was like,
I think I was like, man.